Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjan Shalakaya Chakshurum Litam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Guruve Gaur Chandraya Radhikaye Stadalaye Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tadbhaktaya Namo Namaha. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnebhyo namo namah. Anand lila maya vigrahaya himambe divya chavi sundaraya tasmai maha prema raspradaya chaitanya chandraya namo namaste. Anarpitam charim chirat karunyavatin kalau samarpaitam jarasam svabhakti shiyam. Haripura sundar duti kadamba sandipita sada hriday kandreshu surutavai sachinandana. He Krishna karuna sindhu dina bandhu jagatpate gopeshe gopikant Radha Kant Namostute. Tapt Kanchan Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Haripriye. Bhaktya Vihinaya Paradalakshe Shiptasya Kamaditarangamadde Kripamayi Tam Sharanam Prapanna Vrinde Namaste Charanarvindam. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shiva Sadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. All together. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. One more time. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Shri Bhajan Rahasya by Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Namo Bhakti Vinodaya Satchidananda Namane Gaur Shakti Sarupaya Rupanuga Varayate. So first of all, I like to ask forgiveness from all devotees. It's been a long time. There was no classes. We were so much busy in the festival and the preparation of the festival, and there was not enough good range of Wi-Fi internet facilities. So going to start again. Yesterday we had Hindi class. Today I'm going to speak English on Bhajan Rahasya. So we're starting with text 9 by Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Just to recap, last time we heard 4 kind of anarthas. Swatattve cha paratattve cha sadhan sadhatattve virodhi vishay cheva tattu brahmas chaturvidha. The conditioned living entity is subject to 4 kind of illusions. So 4 kind of illusions. One is Jiva Sarupa Brahm. The Jiva cannot realize one's Sarupa. Then Paratattva, who is Paramatma, who is Absolute Truth. Third is Krishna Prem is the only goal and Bhakti is only practice. So what are the means? What are the practices we can attain Krishna Prem? Third. And doctrines that are opposed to Vaishnavism. These are 4 illusions. So starting with a new text, text 9. Asat Trishna. Very important topic for all of us. Asat Trishna is 4 kinds. And Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur is explaining what are these 4 kind of Asat Trishna. Ahekisha Vaishnava Para Trikeshu Chaisuna Shubha Bhuti Vancha Mumukshucha Hai Asatrishnas Chaturvidha. 4 types of asatrishnas. What are 4 kinds? First of all, desire for objects of this material world. This is first kind. Second, desire for heavenly pleasure, like those of Swarga. Third, desire for mystic powers. And the fourth, desire for liberation. These are 4 kind of asat trishna. Because of this asat, so trishna means greed. There are 2 kind of greed. We cannot live, we cannot survive without greed. You know? Scriptures and Krishna is not telling us to give up all kind of greeds, because that's inherent in us. But we have to just switch over the course of the greed. Everyone has some greed or the other, but we have to change the direction of the greed. Asat Trishna. Sat means pure, like Sat Sangha. We say Sat Sangha, Satang Prasangam Virja Samvido. Sat Sangha means association with pure devotees, and Asat Sangha is association with non-devotees. So that's why Trishna and Asat Trishna. Trishna means desires, and there are 2 subheadings. One is Sat Trishna and other is Asat Trishna. Sat Trishna means those desires by which we can cultivate our Krishna consciousness, by which we can elevate our consciousness and we can get absorbed in Krishna. That is called Sat Trishna. This is what we need. And the entire song book is all about desires. Like Shri Rupa Goswami was saying, Anya Bilashita Shunyam Gyan Karmad Anavritam Anukulena Krishna Nushilanam Bhaktir Uttama. So Anya Bilashita Shunyam. It's not saying, Rupa Goswami is not saying Anya Bilasha Shunyam. Anya Bilashita Shunyam. What does that mean? The desires, those desires are very important to cultivate, which brings us close to and proximity with Krishna. The songs of Narottam Thakur, the songs of Bhaktivinoda Thakur, the songs of Lochandas Thakur, all Satrishnas, pure greed. Kabe habe bolo sedina amar aparadha guchi shodana me ruchi. All these songs. Then Gauranga bolite habe pulaka sharira Hari Hari bolite na yane baberira. See, desire is there or not? Narottam Thakur is teaching us. Kabe Lokanath Sange Laya Jabe Shirupe Pad Padme Mor Samarpibe. When my Guru Maharaj, Shri Lokanath Goswami, will take my hand and offer me at the lotus feet of Shri Rupa Manjari. Desire, no? So all songs, Dekhite Dekhite Phuli Boba Kabe Nija Sola Paricha Nayane Heribo Brajapura Shobha Nitya Chidanandama Vrishabhanu Sutta, Vrishabhanu Sutta, Charana Sevane, Aivo Je Palyadasi. You know, all these songs, Bhakti Thakur, Narottam Thakur is evoking that Sat Trishna, the pure greed. So why we are reading or singing those songs? Because we are always indulging in Asat Trishna. Asat Trishna. That means desire for objects of material world. Very practical question. Do we need objects of material world for our survival or not? Yes, Prabhu. Do we need those objects for our survival? We need house, car, kitchen, furniture. How we can live without that? So it's important. We always need material objects because we are in material world. But how we utilizing those material objects, that's most important. The house is there, but what is the point of having house? Even birds have their own house, nest. You know, lions and animals, they have their house like caves. And we also have our house. If the house is there only to enjoy our senses, that's called Asat Trishna. Yesterday in my Hindi class, I was explaining, the only trouble and problem is we are not satisfied with whatever we have around us. And there is always a propensity to get more and more. And because of that, the whole focus is there how to increase my sense gratification. Very blunt. You know, it's a honest blunt. How I can enjoy more. And you know what is the clash is about? Gurudev is trying to take out the objects of sense gratification, and we are trying to gather more and more objects of sense gratification. For example, if I have a car which is good enough to take me to my work or some other places, but I'm not satisfied with that car, I want Mercedes, I want Ferrari. Why? More enjoyment. I have a house with 3-4 bedrooms, but I need a big house. That's what I was explaining yesterday in Hindi class. Why? Because then I can enjoy more. So because the enjoying mode is so prominent. And on the other side, Gurudev and Vaishnavas in scriptures, they are trying to pull away all those objects of sense gratification. And that's why there is some clash. We are trying to gather objects of sense gratification, and Gurudev is trying to pull that back. So this is the friction which is happening, and this is called sadhana, and we are struggling with that. So instead of focusing and investing the energy on the 9 limbs of bhakti, our focus gets more in gathering all those objects of sense gratification, collecting them, because then I will enjoy more. But you know what happens? When there will be so many objects of sense gratification, one has no time to enjoy. This is what I was saying yesterday. Sometimes I visit many houses in America and as well as in Australia. They buy big house. Oh, there should be one swimming pool in the house. so that I can take, I can swim for some time. Yeah, it happens. And then I ask the person, so you get swimming every week? Say, it's been 4 months. I'm just busy cleaning every weekend the swimming pool, but there is no time to even swim there. See, this is what's happening. 4 months, 6 months. And then, then it's too cold to swim. So there is no time. But I need a house with swimming pool. But I have no time. So the object of sense gratification is there, but there is no time to enjoy that. That's like over. That's excess. Everything can be used in the service of Krishna. Every single thing can be used. I came across one devotee. He also wanted to have a swimming pool in his house, in his backyard. Then I asked him, but you are very sincere. Why you need swimming pool? He said, I don't even know swimming. But then why you want swimming pool? But his mood was very pure. He said, because if I have a swimming pool, once a while we will do a boat festival of our deities. You understand? The swimming pool is there in the backyard, but they want to put a nice boat and put Radha Krishna on the boat. So that's called, you have a desire, but desire is to please the Lord. Every object can be used in the service of Hari, Guru and Vaishnavas. Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, when he was questioned on a big argument, a debate, you are sannyasi, why you on flight all the time? Why you traveling in the Western world? You're supposed to be sit under a shade of a tree with no clothes and just absorbed in your chanting. Srila Prabhupada said, every facility, luxury, comfort or necessity in this world is meant for the sadhus to serve Krishna.
Wow.
Every single facility, even if it is a rocket or even if it is a is an airplane or whatever it is, they are meant to serve Krishna. But people in material world, they are using this for their sense gratification, whereas devotees, they use that for serving the senses of the Lord. That's so simple. Oh, one should not have attachment, one should not have attachment, one should not have attachment. Attachment is already there. Just we have to change the direction of the attachment. Just like Kunti Devi, mother of Pandavas. In Srimad Bhagavatam first canto, Kunti Devi is praying right in front of Krishna, saying, Sne Pasham Inam Chindim Didam Pandushtu Vrishnishu. Kunti Devi is saying, oh Krishna, right in front of Krishna. She's saying, please break my attachment to my sons. And to a surprise, Krishna asks, oh Aunt Kunti, the entire world, they want to have attachment with the Pandavas because they are my devotees. And you are mother of Pandavas and you want to cut off that attachment? Why it is like that? Kunti Devi said, you're not getting my point. My point is, I should see my sons as your devotees, but I should not see my sons as my sons. That means in my sons, I should see with the vision they are your devotees. So is giving up attachment doesn't mean just throw your boy and girl out from the house. I don't want to get attached to you. Just get out, get lost. No, seeing them, what? Belongs to Krishna. If we have this kind of mood, as I always say, Srila Bhakti Vigyan Bharati Goswami Maharaj always used to say the intent is more important than the activity. What is the intent behind that activity? That matters. And Krishna acknowledged that. That's called essence. Activity matters, but not that much. but the intent behind the activity matters a lot. Like Srila Maharaj used to say, you have a knife, and with that knife you can cut one apple or mango and you can serve so many people. With the same knife you can stab someone and kill. So what is the intent behind getting a knife? That's more important. So Sat Trishna and Asat Trishna. Sat Trishna, those desires which Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur Narottam Thakur is teaching us to cultivate, so that we can elevate our consciousness to a higher consciousness. Right now the consciousness is very low. And the practices of Krishna consciousness is to elevate that consciousness to a higher consciousness. To higher consciousness. And what does that higher consciousness mean? One can say, oh, touching sky is higher consciousness because it's above. No. Oh, thinking about Swargaloka, that's higher, isn't it? So even the desire to go Swargaloka, heavenly planets, is a lower consciousness, even though it's high than planet Earth. But the consciousness is still low. To get merged in Brahma Jyoti, the effulgence of the Lord, is very high, but it's a lower consciousness. And that's why Vritasur in Srimad Bhagavatam, he's teaching us what is high consciousness and what is lower consciousness. Shri Vritasur said, Na nag prishtam, na cha parmeshtam, na sarvbhaumam, na rasadhipatyam, na yog siddhiva punarbhavam va, samanjasyata virakangshasi. Oh my Lord, I don't want Dhruva Loka, the planet of Dhruv, which never get destroyed at the time of annihilation. I don't want Brahma Loka, the abode of Brahma. I don't want to get Swarga Loka, the kingdom of demigods. I don't want to become the king of the planet Earth. I don't want to become the king of the lowly planets. I don't want any perfection, and I also don't want any liberation. Bhakti need liberation. Devotees, they want liberation or not? Yes? Liberation? No? Yes or no? One. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Depends on the definition of liberation.
So, generally we say devotees, they don't need liberation. But, yes, Isha Mata is saying no liberation. You are wrong, Mataji. Devotees need liberation, but we have to understand the definition of liberation. Other than Sayujya Mukti, there are 5 kinds of liberations. Salokke, Shashti, Samippe, Saruppe, Ekapayut. Salokke, to reside in the same abode of the Lord. Samippe, to get the proximity of the Lord. Saruppe, they are searching for me. There's one program I said I can't go. So anyway, Saruppe, Samippe. These are liberations. But devotees, they don't want Sayujya Mukti, to get merged in that effulgence of the Lord. Whereas for the service of the Lord, they do accept all other liberations. Saloke, to be in the abode of the Lord. Samippe, to be in the proximity of the Lord. Saruppe, to get the beautiful form like Lord. And Shashti, like the opulence of the Lord. So, for the service of Bhagwan, they do accept this, but no one accept Sayujya, which is to get merged in the fulgence of the Lord. So these are 5 kinds of liberations. But actually the definition of liberation, as mentioned in Srimad Bhagavatam 1st canto, Mukti Ritva Annatha Swaswarupena Avasthiti. to get established in one's spiritual form and to get activated that spiritual form to serve divine couple Radha Krishna. That's ideal meaning and definition of the word liberation. So devotees, they need liberation. Vritarasura is saying, I don't want this, I don't want this, I don't want this. Because these are all what? Asat Trishna. Understand? These are all lower taste. But Brahmaloka is so high. This whole planet is of 14. The whole universe is made of 14 planetary systems. And the topmost is Swargaloka. That's higher planet. Yes, it's higher planet. But from the perspective of devotee, from the perspective of Vritasur, he's saying this is lower taste. This is Asat Trishna. Even the desire to attain Brahmaloka, the abode of Brahma, is Asat Trishna. Impure, contaminated greed. Understand? Even the abode of Dhruvaloka is Asat Trishna. Is Asat Trishna. Material enjoyment. Even to become the king of the planet Earth, even Indra, Asat Trishna, even though they are higher planets, but the taste is lower. The taste is lower. Yeah. So all these are Asat Trishnas. Dhruv Maharaj, he came to forest, not for Sat Trishna, he came to forest for Asat Trishna. What was the desire of Dhruv Maharaj?
He wanted to sit on the throne higher than.
He wanted to sit on the throne higher than any of his ancestors. That means his father Utanpan, his father Swayambhu Manu, and his father Brahma. These are all Asat Trishna. Lower taste, lower taste, lower taste. Cut, cut, cut. You know? What is high taste? Draw a line parallel to a small line. This is what I was explaining yesterday in Hindi class. Srila Bhakti Vigyan Bharati Goswami Maharaj Ji, he said, he drew a line. He said, how we can shorten this line or minimize this line without cutting it with a pen. A line is there and you have a pen. How you can shorten this line? There's only one way we can make cuts on the line. So we have divisions. But he said the condition is you don't have to cut. So other formula, he said, draw a line parallel to the short one. Draw a big line parallel to the short one. So what happens? Automatically that line becomes short. Anyone who's trying to minimize you, anyone who's trying to minimize your glories or your respect or criticizing you, draw a parallel line. Drawing a parallel line means show your generosity, show your good conduct, and focus on your bhakti. You already draw a big line. And people have eyes, they can understand which line is big and which is small. Yes, from material perspective, it may appear any XYZ, any person is very famous or whatever. But you draw a big line. And from the spiritual perspective, you're more glorious than the big line is big and the short remains short. So, Asat Trishna. What Dhruv Maharaj wanted to achieve going in the forest is a short line. So he drew a big line when he had darshan of Bhagwan. And the words of Dhruv Maharaj, he's saying, what he said, Kacham vichinpe api divya ratnam swami kirtartho asmi varam nayache. Oh Lord, please forgive me. I came for broken pieces of glasses. After receiving a valuable diamond, a jewel like you, and in comparison with you, the desire which I had earlier, that is asat trishna, desire for material object. Those desires are like broken pieces of glass in comparison with a diamond which I now received after having your darshan. So we have to be very careful in our daily practices to judge things around us, the interactions, the reciprocations. Are we indulging in asat trishna, or we are cultivating that sat trishna? And for sat trishna, we need satsanga. Why we need good association? With good association, we always think wise. We always think pure. And with bad association, we always think impure. Right? It's all the matter of association. So why we need association? Satsanga, 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 sadhu sanga, sarva shastra kai. Lab matra sadhu sanga, sarva siddhi hai. Sadhu is a personality who pull us from that domain of asat trishna, and put us in that domain of sat trishna. Is not making us void or zero or vacuum, but fill that vacuum with sat trishnas, the pure greeds. And this is what Narottam Thakur and Bhaktivinoda Thakur in his songs, he's trying to cultivate that desires, because we cannot survive without desires. Okay. The desire to obtain that which is unrelated to Krishna is known as asat trishna. This is the perfect definition of asat trishna. The desire to obtain that which is unrelated to Krishna. Any object, material world, millionaire, billionaire, trillionaire, whatever, jet planes, whatever one possesses. Again, everything is material. The desire for worldly material objects and the various endeavors to obtain them. Srimad Bhagavatam states, Karmane arabhamana dukh hataya sukhaya cha. The conditional living entity endeavors to obtain pleasure for the senses but receives only miseries. Desire to obtain the pleasure of heavenly planets and worship of various demigods and goddesses. This is also asat trishna. What is the second category? Desire for heavenly pleasures like those of Swarga. Why people want to go Swarga?
Enjoyment.
Lot of enjoyment. Endless enjoyment. There's no restriction. You can go around with anyone. Enjoy your senses. Beautiful mountains, beautiful gardens, lakes. Just enjoy. And when the credits are over, the credit card is over, then go back. Go back and earn more and come again. See you. Bye. They throw from there. Throw back. Again, I want us to come here. And then earning more credits. Bonus miles. More credits. So this is like indulging in the same process. Same process. Earn money, enjoy, finish. Again earn money, enjoy, finish. Again earn money, enjoy, finish. No savings there. That's more like a Western culture. No savings there. Yeah. Whereas devotees, they always have savings. Fixed deposit. You get interest. Fixed deposit. Always investing, 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 investing. And if sometime Bhagwan comes to check on, oh, you have so much investments now, you want to use that? No. But sometimes he brings up with some greeds. Take some liberation, mukti. It's very difficult to get, but with your investments, you can easily get this. Well, I want to keep it. I don't want to use that. Your option. Yes, I want to keep it. Then it's get accumulated more and more. And when they are, from material words, when there are so many big amount of investment, then if Krishna comes and asks, okay, now you have enough, how you want to utilize that? I can elevate you to Vaikuntha. I can elevate you to Saket, the abode of Ram. Or you can enjoy with Lord Narayan, Lakshmi Narayan. Devotee said, no, keep with you. I'm not greedy for any of this. Then why you are after my life? What you want from me? You want my association? Not even that. Huh? Then what you doing? Why you every day chanting my names? Why you chanting mantras? Why you going Braj Mandal? Why you going Navdeep Parikrama? So much hard time there. Not get good facilities. Sometimes oily food, too much salt. Why you have to suffer so much? You know? Especially in this COVID time. Still devotees going? What do you want? What is your desire? Dasyastu mam rasastu satyam. Sakhaitu mam namastu nityam. Dasyastu mam rasastu satyam. O Radharani, I only want to become your maid servant. Krishna, I'm only greedy for this. This is what I want. Swarga na magi, moksha na magi. I don't want any other designations. I don't want. Sarvopadi vinirmuktam tat parvetna nirmalam rishikena rishikesha sevanam bhakti uchyate. I don't want. Na me yache rajam, na cha kanaka manaka vibhavam. Na yachyam ramya, just like Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, na dhanam, na janam, na sundarim kavita va jagadisha kamai mama janmani neshware bhagavad bhaktir. Which bhakti? Ahetuki tvai. I don't want lower taste. What are lower taste? Na dhanam, I don't want wealth, but I want wealth. Na janam, I don't want followers, but I want followers. Na sundarim kavita va jagadisha kamai. Oh Lord, I don't want. Why are you telling lies? You want that. Dhan dehi, jan dehi. I want wealth, I want followers. I want all qualities. But mama janmani janmaneshwari. Birth after birth, what I want? See, such a high taste. Who's speaking this? This verse?
Mahaprabhu.
Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, right? Did Mahaprabhu said in the end of this verse, I don't want this, but I want your abode Golok Vrindavan. Did he said this? because then again this is a condition applied there. I'm doing your bhakti to go to your abode Golok Vrindavan. Mahaprabhu said, Mahaprabhu, he's not even pointed out that, not even touched that point. Extreme of unconditional love, ahetuki bhakti, which has no hetu, no condition, no desire, unconditional. The life after life, life after life, life after life. I want what? Ahetuki bhakti toi, your unflinching devotional practice. Unconditional, unflinching. That's all I want. This is called ahetuki bhakti. This is called higher taste. You see, in this verse, very specific. Mahaprabhu said, na dhanam, na janam, na sundarim kavitava jagdishakam. I don't want this, I don't want this. He said, he didn't even said, I want Golok Vrindavan. He didn't said liberation or your proximity, even not that. Ahetuki bhakti, unconditional love. This is called Sat Trishna. Other than that, everything else, in gross or in subtle way, is Asat Trishna. So, desiring for Swargaloka. Vritasur said, Na Parmeshtam, na Sarvbhumam. I don't want to become the king of Swargaloka. I don't even want Swargaloka. Because this desire is desire to obtain the pleasures of heavenly planets and worship of various demigods and goddesses. Because then they give us what? Wealth. They give us wealth. They give us a beautiful wife, beautiful husband, smart, handsome husband. Yeah. And what else? Education, intelligence, money, etc. This is what they can give us. But if you ask any demigod, can you give us mukti, liberation? They all step back. When King Muchkunda, Srimad Bhagavatam, when he helped demigods to fight against demons, and because of the King Muchkunda, demigods, they won the battle, and then they asked Muchkunda, what you want? He said, what shall I ask? I have everything. Oh, we can give you opulences. Oh, I have enough opulence. I don't want your opulence. So then you ask something. King Muchkunda said, give me liberation. All demigods start looking at each other. Huh? Who will give? Who will give? You will give? I don't have $100. How I can give $100? I have $20. I can give 20. No, but I need 100. Can you give? If you have $20, can you give 100? Cannot give. So demigod said, sorry sir, we cannot give you. We cannot give you liberation, mukti. Because mukti dadati iti mukundaha. Only Bhagwan Mukunda can give mukti, liberation. We can't. Then King Muchkunda said, if you cannot give me mukti, then give something similar to mukti. He said, yes, what is that? Sushupti, deep sleep. You know, when you are in deep sleep, can you enjoy your deep sleep? When a person is in deep sleep, one cannot enjoy deep sleep. Only when he gets up in the morning, then you say, ah, what nice sleep. I enjoyed my sleep. Anna? In that awakening consciousness, in that awareness, one feels enjoyment. But not in a dormant state, one feels enjoyment. So when we are in deep sleep, we can't enjoy our sleep. Because we are in coma. We are in dormant state. Only when we gets up in the morning or wakes up in the morning, yes, Yes, that was a wonderful sleep. You see. So, demigods cannot give mukti. Only Mukunda, Bhagwan, can give mukti. So that means desire to obtain heavenly planets, Swarga, etc., is also what? Asat Trishna. Then third is desire for mystic powers. Wow, that's great. Desire to obtain mystic powers in order to bewilder people by material wonders and thereby attain wealth, worship, prestige, and so forth. You know? What are these mystic powers? Just from here I can fly to that mountain without wings, trying to be a Superman. You know? With that mystic power, one can try to walk on waters, as it happened in Navdeep. One mystic yogi, at the time of Shri Gaur Kishore Babaji Maharaj, he gathered all inhabitants of Navdeep and he said, today I'm going to show all of you that I can walk on water. Yeah. And everyone was there to see how he's going to walk on Ganga. And he came on the ghat, he started walking without any support. He started walking and he crossed the Ganges from one to the other part. And everyone started clapping. Wow, great, great, wonderful idea. Clapping, wow. And so many got this greed. I will learn from him how to walk on waters. And Gaur Kishore Babaji Maharaj was doing like this. So some people came to me and said, Babaji Maharaj, you're not happy to see how he's walking on waters? He said, no, this is useless endeavors. Babaji Maharaj said, this endeavors, what he performed to get this kind of mystic power only cost 1 penny. 1 cent, not even $1. Say, Babaji Maharaj, what you saying? Just 1 cent? He said, yes. Because if I pay 1 cent to the boatman, he can very easily cross me in the Ganga. Why I have to waste my years to get this perfection that I can walk on water or I can fly? Oh, from here I can fly to New York with my mystic power. And for that I spent like 50 years standing on one leg and one hand up, 50 years without enjoying rasgulla, gulab jamun, shrikhand, not eating anything, just drinking air, just for the sake of flying from San Diego to New York. I can just pay $200, go to the airport and board on flight and just go there. That's simple, and I can also eat there. Yeah? Useless endeavors. But why they do this? To hide themselves? No, to pretend themselves, to show off to the people in journal. Just to show off. Useless perfection. This is called Asat Trishna. And Sat Trishna is, yes, I want to be on a flight, on a rocket, going to Golok Vrindavan. Why? To enjoy there the beauty of Golok Vrindavan? No. To serve divine couple. Radha Krishna Pranamur Jugala Kishore Jivane Marane Gati Aranahi Mo Radha Krishna Pranamo Jugala Kishore Kalendera Kule Keli Kadambe Rava Ratana Bedera Upar Bosha Boduja Shama Gauri Ange Dibochua Chandane Raganda Chamara Dulabo Kabe Heri Mukha Chandra. Then Shama Gauri Ange Dibochua Chandane Raganda Chamara Dulavo Kabe Heri Mukha Chandra. So how I can attain this desire? Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Dasera Nudasa Sevaya Bhilasha Matkare Narottama Dasa Radha Krishna Pranamo Jugala Kishore. See, not by pretending or showing off, but just to become or desire of, as explained by Narottam Thakur, the desire to become the servant and the servant of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. What will happen? One can have one's desire fulfilled. And what is that desire? The Sat Trishna. I want to serve Radha Krishna when they're sitting on a jeweled throne under a desire fulfilling tree on the bank of Jamuna. And I'm fanning them. I'm putting chandan. I'm massaging their lotus feet. I'm offering a betel net to Krishna under the guidance of Lalita Sakhi. This is a desire. So it cannot be with show off. It has to be with very humble, precisely very humble mood. With a mood of Das Anudas. This is Sat Trishna. And other than that, no matter what justification we can give, actually, in gross or subtle, is all Asat Trishna. It's all Asat Trishna. So, this is third. And fourth is desire for liberation. We already have heard about that. These four desires are opposed to bhajan, and therefore devotees of Bhagavan never accept them. So we have to be very careful in our practices. What things to accept, what things to reject. So it starts with material world. Objects of material world. And then it goes up high to desire to enjoy Swargaloka. Then it goes high to enjoy mystic powers, and then liberation. And there is no end to that. But believe me, I'm not saying this. Our Acharya is saying this. Bhukti Mukti Siddhi Kami Sakalai Ashant. Bhukti Mukti Siddhi Kami. Those who are after material, sensual pleasures, Mukti Mukti. One who are after getting liberation and siddhis, after perfections, they are sakalai, they all are ashanta, very restless. Krishna Bhakta Nishkam and Atev Shant. Because the devotees of Krishna, they are Nishkam, they have no Asat Trishnas, but they do have Sat Trishnas. Therefore, they are always very peaceful. They are Shanta. More than peaceful, they are Prashanta. Prakrishta Rupena Shanta. They are more than peaceful. Because Maro bhi rakho bhi jo ichha tohar, Nitya das prati toha adhikar. Bhakti Thakur is teaching, oh Krishna, if you want to kill me, as you wish. R.I.P. Rest in peace. Some condolence message from people around the world. For how many days? 3 days, 4 days, 5 days. That's it. Finish, right? Who's going to remember you? Or remember us, I mean. Only few days. 1 week, 2 weeks, 1 month. That's it. World is not going to stop. The activity is not going to stop. Some condolence message. Thank you so much. I am in rest. What rest? Rest in peace. Thank you so much. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. And we are collecting and doing so much for our near and dear ones, and they're going to forget us in few days. Yeah, once a while, sometime, once a year, Shraddh ceremony, they will offer some food to Vaishnavas. That's all. Hari Bol. And I'm cultivating that asat trishnas for them, for myself. This is not intelligence. Intelligence is cultivation of satrishnas. So this is what I see in this house. Yesterday when we had Aarti, this morning I see Prabhu, Mataji, they do Aarti and they sing bhajans. So while repeating those bhajans, with understanding the meanings, we get to know this is Satrishna. These are the greeds we have to cultivate. So singing bhajans from Nautam Thakur, Bhakti Thakur, every day. You're singing every day, right? Morning and evening? Yes, that's wonderful, wonderful idea. But singing with the understanding the meaning, then it gives impression in the heart. Otherwise, we just focus on the melodies. Melodies. Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bol. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So tomorrow, Hindi class, Brihad Bhagavatamritam. Hari Bol, Hare Krishna. You get notification for the next English class. Hare Krishna.